There we go, now it's working. Alright, 3, 2, 1. Alright. Good morning, everybody, and welcome to the stream. We'll be casting Just Grasp 1. This is Winterside Bracket Week 1. This is a best of 3 Conquest Draft 3 tournament. Will be taking place over the next several weeks, hosted by yours truly. Today I have Terry with me in the commentary booth, who's going to go ahead and hang out, and we're going to have a good time here. Terry, want to go ahead and introduce yourself there? Perfect. Don't we all lose to people? Don't we all lose to people newer than us every now and again, though? And customs are a great deal, so happens to the best of us. Alrighty. Well, of course, you being seasoned for yourself, I'm more than happy to have you here with me commentating. We're gonna go ahead and get started right into draft here. So I'm not sure who went first, but I see a Noel picked up and a Narakane picked up, so that same player should be picking up a secondary here. I believe I see blue hovering, so I'm guessing blue's looking for their secondary. No? Ooh, we got the Nanase. We're pulling out Season 6, baby. Of course, being the more controversial season. And then in response, we'll see a Kaikisk come out from F9. F9, of course, going to be picking their last character here. Well, judging by what I've seen from F9 before, this could be any number of things. He could just be going with the same stuff from the tournament. Yeah, it looks like we're just going to see, yeah, Leo Whitefang. Saw the same exact thing from the last tournament, the Backyard Brawl, and now we're seeing the exact same draft from them here. They performed pretty well last time. They took down some notable names at Rose last tournament with this draft. And exactly, we're not fixing anything broke. We're running double Season 5 and a Season 6 here. We got the promo new on deck. The white bag new. Uh-huh. Don't start with the Astral on deck. That's the last thing we need today. Pop out my copy a burst in deck immediately. That'd be something really strong, I can tell you that much. Alrighty. Well, both players are going to have to choose who they want to pick first. It's not in order, it's just they just pick first. Hopefully they know that, otherwise I might have to go explain the rules to them. Let me see. Conquest is the Conquest best of 3 is both players will choose their very first entry character hidden, and then every character after that will be chosen winner first. Loser's character will not be put out. That means loser can play the same character they want for 2 matches in a row. So we will see what they decide on here. I think I'm getting typed at. Nope. Yep. You can either put all your bags in hand or you can use the selection bags. Both ways work. Adwins put on the blindfold. It's all good. We'll get this figured out. We'll get this figured out. Yeah, we'll see how it goes here. It looks like they're just dropping their 3 character cards in the selection bag, which works for me. There we go. And just drop all 3 characters in the selection bag, like F9 has done. F9 is already ahead of the curve here. It's perfect. Now, I will go ahead and note about these 2 players. Both F9 has been in tournaments before. I got to cast him quite a bit last tourney, and then Adwins is new to tourneys, so we just saw a new player in the make download for the last tournament. They performed exceedingly well, so we'll go ahead and see how Adwins does here today. Looks like F9 there is helping him out, getting the things figured out. Yeah, all 3 character cards dropped in both bags, and we'll see a blind selection here for both players in a second. Yep, the character face cards, they just dropped them in the bags. Make it easy. I imagine the next easiest step would just be to draw one. Nah, even if they don't. Although, I think we can see that. That's okay. What just happened? Alright, well, we're experiencing a little bit of technical difficulties this morning, but we'll get it on here soon. Oh, we'll get it on here soon. Alright, I have faith. Perfect. There we go. First match, we have Nanase versus Arakune. Now, this matchup, of course, Nanase just being a Kuma in the skirt, we're almost certainly going to want to see Nanase in Arakune's face, because Arakune having all those goofy, jank, long-range options is not going to be the most fun in the world to deal with. And with if Arakune gets into X-Seed, we're kind of scared. You were saying? Yeah, this was very factual. So if you're sitting in Nanase's shoes, what would you be looking for here specifically? What kind of ranges are we looking for as Nanase? Yeah. So I'm thinking with Nanase here, we have plenty of options to, of course, close ourselves in. We have an advanced 3 on a speed 6. We have a closed 3 on a speed 5. We're not lacking for those closing options. And then, of course, we have the plumage to go ahead and help us pump out that damage. I reckon that Nanase is probably going to want to sit somewhere decent. They don't have to sit all the way up close, just probably don't want to sit within range 4 for disjoint to hit them. This is probably the main thing they don't want to do. Yeah. And then once, go ahead. Hmm. Yeah, that is the other thing you have to watch out for. So I don't think range 1 is going to be the key here, but I think that somewhere in that range 3 to 2 is going to be more key, more pivotal here for Nanase to go ahead and play out. That's okay. My experience is playing with Arakune is 9-0. My experience of playing Nanase is there somewhere. So you're not alone in that boat. I think I've played a whole 0 games of Arcune. Actually, no, I've played 1 game of Arcune. Yeah, me too. That's perfect. All I know is that if we see Nanase's front side, I will be certainly shocked. Seeing Nanase's front side is very questionable sometimes. I mean, it does have the gain advantage, but the -1 power, -1 speed isn't exactly the most fun to try and play around. Yeah. Now her backside, on the other hand, of course, being the plus power, is normally what the line we see from Naunase, where we see the kind of that mini Akuma play style. We're looking to break the opponent before they can break us. Welcome to the stream, Feathers. And Feathers is saying here, Ara versus Nanase is a heck of a spicy, unusual matchup. Don't see either around often. Yeah, I certainly don't see either around often. That's what me and Tara were just talking about here on the desk, is we don't see either of these characters that often, especially in a matchup. You can. You don't need to exactly. It's up to you. Well, we're gonna see the respect. You're fun. It's just pulling. So we see the respect boosted for Nanase turn 1, going to range 2, which is, I think, perfectly fine. That they're watching out for that disjoint union push 3, which is pretty smart. Well, we'll see how F9 decides to respond here. I think F9 is taking a second to look over. There we go. We got the first strike coming out of the game. We're just going to cross out against the block. It's a 1 whole damage. Now, crossing out here, the main downside to this is now we're at range 5 versus Arcune. We don't have options at range 5 except for chasing Larave. So we are kind of sad here at range 5. Well, no. Chasing Larave advances 3. Oh, yeah, it also doesn't hit. You're right. You're right. I can read. Oh, we're gonna boost that one. Yeah. Now we have a lot of options, but now we gave Arachne plus 3 power, which is a little bit scary because Arachne has these options, right? Like, yeah, Arachne has these options like permutation, NR, and F piecewise, which have very heavy guard / armor on them. They do very heavy delta, and they're not exactly going to be the easiest things in the world to break. So giving Arachne this power is a little bit scary because if they just drop one of those on you, you're going to end up taking 8 or 9 in a single strike here. Yeah, this is possible. Close 2 spike is a thing. We'll see. No, it's really smart to say that about spike or even dive here because, you know, most of our Kune's moves are around mid-speed. They're 4s, 3s, 2. Those are the ranged options here. So it is very possible that we just see that. Yeah, we're going to get a Forbidden Knowledge popped. Yep, Forbidden Knowledge, Arcune just doing their thing over there, because Arcune is sitting over there trying to build a jigsaw puzzle while you're trying to play Xseed. They're trying to put together this perfect gauge so they can go ahead and Xseed and then just kind of bug all over your face. So we're seeing F9 start that jigsaw puzzle in their little corner over there. They only have block in there, which isn't the most exciting thing to have in there. Speed 0, of course, only being able to go ahead and give F piecewise some extra power and speed. So they'll be looking. Yeah, so Arcane's backside where they can get rid of the same speed option to give it plus power, speed, and something else. Yeah, plus power and speed. F piecewise is a 0. Oh yeah, it is a 2 speed. Man, I cannot read this morning. This is what I get for trying to cast at 9 a.m. See, that's why I have you here, Ter, to correct all these. Holy man, you're in no better shape. You just have a better. You're just more awake than I am, I guess. Hey, that's fair. Yep, Arcane just putting together their jigsaw puzzle here. We see a disjoint union going into overdrive. We see an F of G going into gauge. We see something going into sealed area, because sealed area, of course, is hidden. Could have sworn we just saw an EX come out here from Nanase. EX. Range 5 EX. What could we be expecting here? We could be expecting any number of things here, actually. There's not a lot to guess here. We have the Fireball here. We have the Vrykor here. Yeah, Spike or Dive seems like the more obvious options to go for here with the close to with the EX on offense. But we'll have to see what they decide to go for. Arachne, of course, not having a lot of fast moves here to actually deal with this. I mean, they have if P then Q if they think the opponent's going fast, if they really want that speed dodge. And, yeah, we're going to see the F... Oh! There it is. Wait, hold on. Hold on. Because before you may advance 3. Yeah, Spike will whiff here. If P then Q will work. They're throwing away the title. Hi, Rose. Welcome. Yeah, you've arrived to a spicy matchup. Nanase versus Arachne. And this is the first one, too, and I'm already getting a lot of cards wrong. We're having a good time this morning. We're already on a roll. Alright. You're going to see the sweep into the block. Oh, no, that's not what you want to block into. We're going to lose a hefty amount of cards here. Oh! Oh, no. Alright. Yeah, this is not a great board state at all. Arachne being at... Okay, we're just taking 2. 2. There we go. Perfect. Okay. Now, what I'd really like to see here... Well, Nanase is going to need to start getting them cards back up, and then we're hoping to probably find a focus so we can flip to backside and get the party started. Because Arachne is going to get the party started for us here pretty soon, and that is not going to be fun. Not at all. Oh, yeah. Well, I really hope that Nanase is keeping those Andre's invitations in hand, because that +1 speed on those 5 speeds is going to... Is this printed? No, it's not printed, so it's just speed 6 or greater. Yep. We're going to want to keep those speed dodges in hand, ready for when Arachne exceeds. Well, that's what I was saying for... Yeah, that's what I was thinking for Nanase. They might want to have Andre's invitations ready for those 5 speeds. But yeah, actually, you do bring up a good point that there is a lot of slower things in here. So that's only going to reach up to about 3-4 speed each. And that's not going to be looking too great. All right, what do we got here? We got a strike coming out. We got a grasp into a sweep. That's not what you want to see. Second sweep for Arachne, second grasp for Nanase. Yep. Well, they respected immediately, remember?
But nah, not anymore. I think I've chilled off on that, but I haven't played a lot of Season 6.
All right, perfect. Well, it seems like I trolled you there, Tear. I had my desktop audio muted, so you weren't coming through. I was talking to myself. Man, what a great morning. But that's okay. We're here now. We're in the know with the 6 6 cards.
I'm gonna put my mic a little further from my mouth, so that's to even out our audio, but otherwise, well, to try and even out our audio.
Well, my mic's just. Let me see.
Well, it's okay.
Yeah,
wasn't
there we go.
saying that much of relevance either.
Nah, you were saying plenty of relevance. It's just my fault for make not. I had everything set up but that apparently because I always leave my desktop audio off, forgetting, because I like to play music in the background, but I don't have music today, so we're good.
Okay.
No
Well,
copyright strikes
either
for
way.
me, Batman.
Either way.
But hey, everybody. Sorry I had him muted, but here's Tara. I wasn't talking to myself. I promise I'm not in a loony bin.
It's me, Leo's sleep paralysis demon.
Sleep paralysis, dude. Oh, we see the assault into the sweep here. We get a sleep out from Nanase now.
Yep.
Alright. Health totals looking even here for now. Scariest part is we're about to hit that fun bounce house zone of Arakane here. Arakane has 3 5s, 2 2s, a 3, and a 0.
7, right? Oh, you were talking about speeds.
Mm-hmm. Alright, there we go. Now we have the exceed from Nanase.
And
yes? No, we're thinking.
it.
We're thinking. Now, it is pretty scary to exceed as
the-
Nanase here, because if we start giving Arachne power, they can just start...
And then he exceeds, it's gonna be hell, right?
Yeah, it's gonna be a lot of damage getting pumped out, especially if you're not able to break those guard points.
Yeah, but the thing is, I think the worst thing that could happen is Nanase just doesn't activate exceed side.
Yeah, that is also
Right.
true. We are kind of playing without a UA on Nanase side right now, which is pretty unfortunate. We have a focus into a dive.
Oh, dive
That's actually a
drops
really
focus.
funny dive to get right there, because that actually works.
Yep. I mean, after the range 2 assault is on the board.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
And then
Rose, we were
add-
discussing how we haven't seen Nanase on the flip side yet. That's what we were talking about. No, I discussed in the very beginning. I'm not a big fan of the front side. I mean, you can try that, but it's not great. Hi, CPAT. Welcome to the stream. CPAT, you came at the right time. We're getting things. We're waking up. Well,
just setting up for backside. Don't worry.
Yeah. You just came in here at the right time, CPAT, because as soon as you come in and ask that question, that's when we just jump to backside. We're here now.
Thanks for summoning it, CPAT.
Yeah, thanks, CPAT. Came in at the right time and you summoned it first.
Side.
Looks like F9's getting a little bit of lag there. Hopefully it calms down for them. Don't want to see cards flying out of the hands left and right.
Strike.
We're going to see the cross into the plumage dancing in the wind.
That hits.
Yeah, it does, because it's the DP. Woo!
It's a really strange DP. I don't like it.
You don't like the 7 speed, 5 power DP? The 136.
I wish it was.
Also 156 or 137. Yeah, that's some crazy cross call out. Although I will, actually no, that's still pretty crazy cross call out, because even though we're down both sweeps, we're Arcune, so we have all the sweeps in the world.
Yeah.
All right.
I was thinking Arcune is missing what's it called? So he never missing both grasps, so he never wins clean.
Yeah, both players are down both grasps now. That's the funny part.
Cross boosted. That's his final. That's
the other cross.
Final cross.
Yep.
Boosted superior.
Now the real question is
F9's press.
Will we see the Lumiere of the Dawn that's going to whiff? Because I know I've played this card every time and it has never hit.
Well, you know what they say. 99% of gamblers.
99% of gamblers quit before they win.
They wouldn't pay.
Oh, we're seeing Nana say things. I'm guessing this is going to be power. Almost certainly, right? All right. What do we got here? Hit him hard. Yep, there's the power.
Right, that's the confirmation.
All right, what do we got? Block into Chasing Larive. All right, that's 6 power. Pretty all right to start us off.
And the draw. That's quite nice.
Yeah, I don't remember. Do you still remember if one assault was played or not yet from Adwin's side? I can't remember. I don't believe so.
Well, we haven't seen any air dashes either, have we?
Oh yeah, yeah. I don't think I've seen a lot of assault come out from non-SA side. So yeah, that is something we might actually see. Because now we're at
Yeah.
range 3, so we're at the optimal range for a lot of things. The main thing that's down here is range 3 is we're missing both spikes from that EX spike attempt earlier. That was pretty unfortunate from the advanced 3 into the close 2.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh,
there, here comes the
X leading it has Arakune.
Yep, Arakune party time.
Yeah. Small problem, but you still get a lot of value off of it. But small problem is that there's a lot of stacked.
Yeah,
A
so
lot of
Arakune here
stacked what
has 3 5s, right? So the
and
3 5s,
2 2s. Yeah,
yeah.
3. These 2 zeros are just to pay for overdrive.
Mm-hmm. Yep. 0 0 2. We'll get a closer look at it real fast. Yeah, we have block 0 0 2
Yeah.
2 3 5 5 5. That is our overdrive right now. Uh, so we do have a powered up assault. We do have a powered up disjoint, and then with the 2 speeders, we have a couple of powered up piecewises and a powered up permutation.
I was gonna say there's IPTQ, but that doesn't do anything.
uh,
So yes, you're right. Assault and disjoint.
yep, this is not exactly the worst looking one in the world. Just initiate, just defend Lumiere is actually epic. See, it Rose is on my side with Lumiere. uh, yep, we do have one each of 2, 3, and 5, so we're not sitting the best, but we're still sitting fine. Life seems manageable on both sides. We have 18 and 12. Obviously, I know Arcanine might not expect it, but Lumiere does exist as a card specifically for if Assault gets played, so gotta be at least a little bit careful. Although, does Assault break it? I don't remember. How much armor does this
No, it
thing have?
doesn't.
No, it has 6 armor.
It
Yeah,
has
we're
6
fine.
armor.
We're fine.
Barely though. I was gonna mention EX, but there's was an assault right there, so ignore me. Oh, speaking of EX, never mind.
Well, this isn't Spike because there's a Spike in there. I'll tell you that much. This is almost certainly either permutation or F piecewise, unless they're pulling out something spicy. I mean, we could just. There's no way we see Y2 dash here. Y2 dash not gonna hit.
Y2 dash just whiffs.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, this is certainly. I don't remember if Arcuna actually has a dive or not. Could this be EX dive?
It could be, yeah.
Yeah.
Jazz
If
hands.
they have the jazz hands, it is very possible. There's a number of things this could be.
It's a really reasonable move. Permutation might this might
Uh,
be really expensive for a permutation though. And the wild swing response. Oh dear.
well,
Oh dear indeed.
that's EX,
Oh,
and we're pulling out the
right.
stop, so Vry is going to get smacked around by this. We're going to be eating good 8 breakfast damage this morning.
Oh,
Arakune definitely had their Wheaties.
yep. Let's see.
Yep, our assault
3
is 6
so
damage, Lumiere is
Arcane
6.
has to pay what? 2 force?
Well, Arakune has -8 minimum range, remember?
Oh
Yep,
right.
permutation hits everywhere. To answer your question from earlier there, Feathers, we saw one block go down from Adwins. I don't recall. Did we see the other block go down there, Ter? I know we saw one. One's right here in Gauge from that sweep. But I don't believe we've seen the other one yet.
I'm sorry, I kind of could you repeat that? I spaced out reading chat.
Oh, I was seeing if we got the other block out from Nanase or not.
I
But
don't
I think
believe
we
so.
only saw one. Yeah, Feathers was asking in chat.
Yeah, because all she blocked was the sweep.
I like CPAD's joke about Lumiere there. Has on hit, lose the game. Yeah, that's a pretty good one. But CC Pot, you may be a hater of Lumiere, but me and Rose are believers of Lumiere, so
It's before lose the game. Excuse me.
before lose the game, yeah. Uh,
So even if it whiffs, it goes off. Alright.
Alright.
Boosting. And our Kune overdrives. Looks at top. Boost. Seals it face down.
Yep.
Doesn't want that one.
And it seems like it's not to say we're just kind of boosting, trying to wait out this overdrive.
Yeah, but Arcuna is gonna just press into it.
Yeah, that's what I'm
Most likely.
thinking is the problem here as well. Is Arcuna is just going to kind of keep up this pressure. I don't know if they care too much that Nanase is kind of keeping this overdrive to this, trying to put on this front to hold out this overdrive. Of course, Nanase does have to be worried about some stuff getting outsped. But I mean, we're let's see, we got rid of both of the permutations are gone. We might have another spike in there for another 3 speed. Do we have a 3 speed somewhere? No, we're out the 3 speeds.
Oh, another EX.
This is another EX. This has gotta be piecewise, right? There's no way this isn't piecewise. Unless this is like Y2 dash, but Y2 dash misses, so there's no way. What else could this
No, it
be?
could be a piecewise. Remember, -8 to 0 range.
Yep.
Doesn't hit it. I'm looking at everything else.
Yeah, I'm almost certain this just has to be piecewise unless there's a unless
Could
there's
it be the jazz hands?
yeah, unless there's still jazz hands available that we missed. Nope, it's piecewise.
Piecewise.
And the focus is not going to perform well into that, I'll tell you that much right now. Alright, here comes the 9 damage piecewise.
I was gonna say, I think it does, but I forgot the after effect on.
Oh, there goes the other
piecewise.
spike. Yeah, of
Dang,
course,
so
they are having to pay for it because it is a
Oh
0
no,
ranger.
paying 2 plus the
Yep.
plus the
Plus the -8, so it hits
EX.
everywhere still. Yeah, there's a disjoint union in here. But that is a good call out as well, Rose, is that disjoint union does hit now. There's a disjoint union right here. The other disjoint union is probably somewhere, actually.
God, I just realized it broke focus.
Oh, yeah, 9 damage?
How did I miss
we're
that?
going. We're rocking it. Exceeded our rocking A time. Yeah, this
Bag
is this
full of
is
bees.
this is the little unfortunate part is like if you do eat those slows from Arachne when they're in Exceed mode, you are about in time for a time of your life. You're getting sucker punched left and right. Of course, not to say not lacking on any damage here, but this is going to be a little bit of an uphill battle. We'll have to see how they go ahead and respond to this. I don't think they can afford to wait around too much more, because otherwise they're just going to kind of get rolled over.
It's always the second disjoint. I'm trying to think what outspeeds disjoint. Nothing good.
Yeah, I wonder. I'm thinking that R is sitting all the way back there. What could they be sitting up for? Because they have another assault somewhere. Oh, we just move forward one.
See. I'm afraid that doesn't.
Yeah,
increase the chances
that's kind
against
of what I was
disjoint,
thinking too,
but
CPAT, is setting up a random Y2, but there is no 4s in, let's see, actually, is this a
Y2.
4? Yeah, actually, they do have a 4
Oh,
in their
Y2
overdrive.
dash.
Yep, they have a 4 in their overdrive. That's actually probably what they're going for. I
Oh,
think
right. It's
CPAT
the
got it
one
right.
for. Yeah, true.
Either that or dive. I'm almost certain
Yeah.
this has to be a dive for an assault. Could also be union.
It's around that.
It is the
range.
union.
Disjoint. Ah, there's a second block, so she lives. Not for long, but a little while longer.
Yeah, here comes the block. Let's see.
That's 5 damage, correct? 5 power, sorry. Discarding 1, that's
No, yeah, it is 5 power.
4 armor total.
Got
2
rid
to
of the
take nothing.
fireball, got rid of the Speed dodge. Well, notably, we are no longer safe from the other assault if there's another assault and we're not just bozos miscounting cards.
No, I'm pretty sure the other assault's in there somewhere.
Me too. All right. Here we go. Nanase with power. What do we got today?
Swinging.
Yes, feathers. That is correct. All right, we have the assault into the dive. All right, we're R1 Nanase 6-3.
Could pull this back.
Yeah, Nanase is not lacking any in the damage department. That's for sure. We are mini Akuma after all.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, what you type into them?
I think I missed something.
What? What'd you miss? What'd we miss, folks? What'd we miss? Oh, disjoint came out of overdrive
Oh, what for?
for beginning. Oh, for strike. Wait, for strike.
Strike. Dive. Discard. Oh. Sorry, I didn't realize it was mandatory.
Mm-hmm. Mandatory every time. It's all good here. They're having a heyday in chat over there about the range 3.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Now, probably what we want to see is spending for UA, deciding which I want. Well, you have to go for power here, no?
Well,
Like,
I was
because
gonna say you could go for advantage if you have a play in your hand
yeah, but I'm almost
that
certain the
gets
other.
you two that wins you 2 strikes. But the problem is, Adwins' hand is one card,
Yeah, I'm
so
almost
I'm
certain
not
that.
sure what they're setting up for. Yeah, power.
Yeah,
There we
it has to be power because if the other focus is live and this isn't power, then we're just bone zoned.
go. I was thinking. Oh no, because cross is down.
Could be advantage if Arachne is randomly out of slows. That's the only way. That is true. See, Pet makes a good point. If they are actually out of focus, because both sweeps are down, I believe.
Both sweeps, both piecewises.
Yep, both piecewises, both permutations.
I was about to say the focuses are live, but we don't know what's in that sealed. I don't think Arcanate would seal focus.
No, there's no way. Yeah, that is a good point, Rose. Is it doesn't really matter which one you choose if focus is in there. Let's see, does she have anything? Both Andre's invitations are down, so neither one is actually gonna have fun with focus today. Yeah, if there is a focus live without Andre's invitation, we're kind of sitting sad. All right, there's a focus into the atmosphere of Aether, and that's the game.
Top of the deck too. Rough. But that's the way the game goes sometimes.
Ah, see, Pet makes a great thing here, saying that you wanted advantage with a cross if you had a cross, but both crosses were down for Nanase. That was the problem there. I think it came
Yeah,
a little bit late to the stream, so you wouldn't have known that, but both crosses were down for Nanase.
yeah. That's what I was talking about earlier. With maybe advantage sets up 2 turns of a 2-turn win. But yeah, again, the problem there being
Yeah. Well, that
Adwins
still
only had
wasn't
one
too
hand.
bad. That was almost a comeback. We hit 6-0. That's pretty good life totals, I'd say. It's not too bad at all.
Can
Well,
succeed our grenade as well.
yep. Now we're gonna see what Arcune decides to, what F9 decides to pull out next, because they are our first picker.
Oh dear, don't. Yes.
So we
yes.
have Kai or
Very,
Leo
very
coming
correct.
out here, both Season 7 characters. And then, of course, we have Season 5, Season 5, Season 6 on Adwin's side. So we'll either see the Noel, New, or the Nanase come back out against this Leo or Kai.
F9's just deleted Nanase's reference cards, so I think you'll have to claim them back if
no,
Adwins decides to play Nanase again.
they could just grab another Nanase, it'll be fine.
Okay,
They're fine.
that's true. That's correct, right?
Alright, we see the Kyle Kisk come out from F9. Kyle, of course, being a very solid character. They kind of have that all-around aspect to them. Season 7, they're going to have all access to all those cancels. So we'll have to see what we decide we want to play into this as Adwins.
He's a good lad.
Yep.
Even if some of his cards are a little dishonest.
I think the main thing that we're a little bit worried about here when picking is if we do decide to pick up the Noel, we will be... Okay, we are going with the Noel, so I want to go ahead and talk about this. Noel likes range 2. That's what we know, is that Noel likes range 2, and of course, Vapo Thrust is a very good DP at range 2. So the thing we have to be a bit scared of, or the only thing that we're a little bit worried about here with Noel is those Vapo Thrusts ruining our tempo, because once we go into overdrive, we're wanting to just lay the smack down on them, take 4 turns in a row with no interruptions. But Vapo
on
Thrust...
curve mid speeds just die to Vapor Thrust there. So.
Yep. Just block forehead. Thanks, Rose. Thanks for the pro Kyle Kisk tips. Just block.
Strive player, I am obligated to insist Kai is the most honest character. I'm sorry, Rose. I will have to retort that I am also a Strive player, and Kai is. You've been lied to, Rose. I'm so
You've
sorry.
been lied.
I play Kai.
Alright, so what are we looking for here as...
Honestly, with Dispenser, Counterpoint, Stun Dipper RC.
Honest Mids Dispenser. First turn is decided by loser. Loser pretty much gets a lot of advantages in this tournament going into the rounds.
I mean,
kind of
fair enough, because the
start
winner
that con
got a point.
Yep.
First 2.
Starting that comeback arc. That's the way we've been playing it. That's the way we'll keep playing it. All right, so here as Noel, our favorite range is range 2. But the thing we have to keep in mind is that Kai gets a lot of bonuses at range 2 as well. Specifically, 2 bonuses at range 2. It's not a whole lot, I suppose, but it is some. So of course,
and Vapor Thrust, correct?
Yep, Stun Edge and Vapor Thrust. Of course,
pushes. Oh, sorry.
Stun Dipper also has a range 2, but it's actually a range 4, so we can't let that fool us.
Yeah. Okay, you know what? Kai is honest, but Stun Dipper is not.
Stun Dipper is not. Alright. We are seeing some mulligans here.
I was very worried that was a strike. Thank you for reminding me.
Yeah, no. Otherwise, we'd see 7 cards in Noel's hand here. Noel already went through with the mulligan. Yeah, so Noel, of course, wanting to get up in range 2. Main thing they're going to have to worry about here is probably just getting Vapor Thrusted out of their tempo. They're not too worried about the damage on it, just getting knocked out of their tempo.
Yeah.
Another thing that Kai's going to have to worry about is playing Ride the Lightning, because Noah has a few ways to actually get rid of Ride the Lightning, which is really scary. So I don't know if we'll see Kai try and play these Ultras too much here.
Yeah.
We're going to see the run immediately into Kai. We're going straight into range 1. Forget Optic Barrel, forget Dive. We're going straight to range 1.
Range 1. Yep, range 1 indeed. I was gonna say, oh, Vapor Dust kind of dismantles Noelle, doesn't it? Oh no, Spring Raid exists. Never mind. She can still play.
Yep. She is still fine to play the game at range 2. It's just that Vapor Thrust
Shock
can
State.
ruin the tempo. Yep, Shock State boosted for Kai. Of course, that +1 power gain advantage means even on these slows, if Noel tries to throw anything with advantage, they can just get out advantaged.
That's fine.
Alright. We're just at the beginning stages here.
I did want to mention
Go ahead.
Kai also has another benefit of direct catching, beating sweep range 2 as well.
Yeah, this is actually a fact. His Direct Clad is turns out is a pretty decent card. 4 guard, 5 power, 4 speed. Are we parrying? What are we parrying?
Probably
Parrying
should
something.
not have. They probably said it, but for future reference, I don't think they should be able to draw before the parry result is said or revealed, rather, because we don't know what's going on in that. But I trust our players here. It's probably fine.
Yeah, I haven't seen anything wrong yet. Drawing before the parry is kind of whatever.
Yeah.
Oh, maybe that wasn't a parry. Maybe it was just a prep. EX sweep into regular sweep. Ow.
Yep.
That is 8 damage off the bat and a card down from Noel. That is hurts. The advantage part doesn't matter too much, but that 8 damage was ow. Sweep's not exactly the worst option for Noel here. It's a little bit scary when you have the +1 power on the side of Kai, but of course being at
Yeah,
range
but that was a
1 on
pretty
the edge
big
board.
call out.
Yep, that was a very good
No, not
big
really.
sweep.
No, because even if it's not much that can get around it. I guess muzzle flitter, but again, it would require one of Noel's callouts.
Yep,
And
muzzle
close range
filter and
midface.
type 1 both beat that, I believe. Yep.
Muzzle flitter, type 1,
And assault
assault
through.
through.
Yeah, assault through also wins.
Yeah. So
Alrighty.
it was a surprisingly dangerous game for Kai to be playing, but oh,
We're gonna see the dire eclat here for 6 damage and draw 2. That's a value dire eclat. Kai is perfectly happy with this trade here. 4 for 4 and they get a draw 2.
Yeah, I wouldn't say so though.
Why not?
Kai cashes in a Thunder Seal boost.
Yeah, that part is a little bit sad. Is Thunder Seal going away? But I mean, for trading even with focus and getting the upper hand on the draw is not terrible, especially when you already have the life lead. It is a little bit sad losing the +1 range, but then again, against Noel, you know.
Yeah, I mean, again, I disagree because 1 gauge, 1 boost to go even and +1 card, and throwing and passing the turn as well. It's not great. I suppose it's manageable. Never mind. Just grasp.
Just grasp. Here we are. Name of the tournament. Our players are supporting out here. We're doing
Even
it.
the top of the deck agrees.
Oh man. Rose asking, also kind of backing up your point there, asking why the Thunder Seal was used just to protect against Grasp or something. Yeah, that is a good question. I wonder if it was, if I had to guess, it was protecting against Grasp and probably the +1 power. That's the only thing I could guess. If I had to throw something out there. I mean, what? Dire Eclat is 1 to 2 range. Yeah, that's only adding +1 range anyways.
Yeah, it turns it into a, what's it called?
Sweep.
Sweep like.
Alright, Kyle keeping up the pressure here. Up 5. Up 5 and card advantage. It's probably the scariest part here against playing against Kyle because Kyle can just go ahead and get card advantage back whenever they want with that draw 2 Roar of the Spark. Especially with all these cancels, that is something that some of the characters in the past seasons don't have the greatest time dealing with. Is season 7 is all these action compression into these older seasons.
Yeah, but I believe season 5 has good enough cards that they can deal.
Yeah, I have definitely seen Season 5 deal with Season 7 before, and vice versa.
Yep.
The
Oh,
Optic Barrel into the Assault. That is not going to do it here.
that hurts.
Of course, Optic Barrel not going to get stunned out here, so they can choose to advance 2 if they want. Looks like they will opt to just stay at range 1.
Mm-hmm. Kai gains advantage.
Let's see.
Exceeding.
Yeah, we see the Kai Exceed line here.
Uh-huh. Is the one I play, but I'm also a very big fan of the mechanic as a whole, and I exceed a little more than I should. But then again, Kai is holding on to 1 gauge for a cancel.
Yeah, we're kind of chilling out here as Kai. We have a gauge for a cancel. We
You
weren't really planning on
mentioned
playing
that.
at ults too much.
Yeah, you mentioned that the ultras were pretty hard to play in this matchup, thanks to Noah's mid speeds, right?
Yep, that's what I believe at least. So one that's probably more playable is Sacred Edge. Ride the Lightning is a little bit harder to get off because if
Again,
you get off wrong.
but again, Roar of the Spark is good, as you mentioned.
Oh man, here we go. The
Spring
7
Raid,
speeds are back out. Spring Raid and
just
Grasp.
fast.
Got to honor F9 after the match for keeping the tourney name alive, well and alive.
All right, takes 3.
All right.
Clean. Noelle is going to need a
Oh, here we go.
the orders.
First Vapor Thrust gone, but are we moving? I'm guessing. Moving to range 2, right?
Probably.
Are we staying
But
at range
Noelle
3?
loves that range as well.
Yeah, that's the other
But
strange
Kai
thing.
also loves it. We see the advance. Sorry, I interrupted you.
Yeah, that's the thing we're going to see here because Kai has that +1 speed and hit gain advantage. Goes to range 2 here. Noelle not being super fast on defense. She's not going to have a great time right now. So we'll have to see what Kai decides to play. Maybe we could see the other Spring Raid come out or something. Otherwise, we might just see something like a slow.
Mm.
Of course, dive works here fine too if they're willing to take that risk there because it does just go right behind Kai.
Yeah, but that's a tough proposition with that
Yep.
+1 speed down.
Yeah, exactly. That's what makes dive hard to play here. All right, well, we got the other Vapor
Vapor
Thrust.
Thrust into Spring Raid. I see.
Well, they baited out the DP with the DP.
Funny thing about Vapor Thrust, it still keeps them in range 2.
Yeah,
That's both DPs on either side down, so
both DPs, 2 grasp down for Kai. I think 1 grasp down for Noel.
just wondering
Yeah,
about
I think Noel. If Noel actually gets to exceed here, as Rose is pointing out in the chat there, I think Rose is or the Noel is feeling pretty happy about those Vapor Thrusts being down if they actually get to exceed this match. Because sitting at range 2 with those Vapor Thrusts being down is going to be pretty huge for Noel. The only fast option we have to worry about now is Cross from Kai, which they might be saving in hand specifically for that. We're going to see the stun edge get boosted, actually.
Stunnage boost.
We're going to keep up the speed chain. We
Any move?
canceled it. We're going back
Retreat.
1. Could this just be an
Makes
assault?
sense.
No, this is a spike.
Dive.
Beats out the dive. No, it has +1 speed. Yeah, there we go. They found it out. They got it. As much as I wanted that to be good for Noel, unfortunately we had the +1 speed on Kai's side to make that spike a bit more safe. So that dive was not the optimal thing to pull out there.
It was pretty good.
Yeah, under normal circumstances, yeah, it'd be pretty good.
Unfortunately.
We're going to take the prep action here.
I mean, 1 card left in hand.
You really Kai did take those damage.
Spend your... Oh, sorry. Oh, right. Yeah.
Perfect. Thank you, Rose, for that catch. I didn't even know they took damage for that rook dive already.
Yeah. I noticed it. I just missed it. Thanks, Rose.
Oh, here we go, round 2. Stun edge, +1 speed. Bull stun edge is down. I don't think we're worried about bull stun edge being down because a lot of things are hurting here.
I mean,
We're gonna back up another one though. Are we range 4 diving? Maybe to
wait,
get rid of.
Stun Dipper's live. Food Rock's live.
Stun Dipper is live. Yep. 4 more damage. Alright, this is seeming pretty harsh for Noel now to come back from this. I know
Yeah.
I've been here in this situation playing myself as Noel, unfortunately. But it happens sometimes.
I was gonna say all it takes is one. What's it called? All it takes is one good advantage chain and exceed, but just can't afford it.
Yep. Yeah, that's the problem. We're down on 2 cards, 3
I mean,
gauge. We have to do some pretty hefty stuff to actually come back here.
yeah, we're gonna have to see
I mean, maybe it's
some
slightly
big
possible with
clean
Valkyrie
wins.
Veil, but even that's pretty hard. So that stun immunity ain't doing us too much good right now. Oh, we are kicking this.
Spending
We're
for gauge. All right,
yep.
all right. So we're playing that line instead. Focus
And that's
oh,
game.
there we go.
GG's to both players.
Ooh.
Yeah, that second game was a little bit unfortunate there. Kai just kind of took it and ran away with it with all those plus speeds. Noah, of course, not being notable for
Yeah,
being great on defense with all her mid speeds. Kind of just
yeah.
got ran over. But it happens sometimes. I have definitely been on the receiving end of getting pummeled as Noel myself. Alrighty. Well, I think make a few points about post game, and then we can go ahead and wrap it up here. So
Yeah. I was gonna say, Noelle. I mean, it was rough because she couldn't get enough momentum to really get her engine going.
yeah, exactly. The thing was is that Noel's really not great on defense, right? She doesn't have a lot of defensive options, especially when someone like Kai is sitting around those same mid
Yeah.
speeds as her.
I mean, spring rate's good, the mid speeds are good, but I get what you mean though.
Yep. So when Kai kept boosting all these +1 speeds, Noel wasn't really able to keep up with it, and without those slows to kind of help her out, Kai was just running away with it. And then we saw the spike come out to call out
Yeah.
those slows there.
The slows. Am I missing something, or do you mean the mid speeds?
The mid speeds, yeah.
Oh, okay.
And
Okay.
then we also saw a spike come out to like deal with a slow in case it will happen to come out. That very
Yeah.
opening bit there with the EX sweep into the sweep, the 8 power sweep into the regular sweep was actually really, really unfortunate there.
Yeah.
For
Right.
Noel taking 8 damage and a card right off the bat did not feel good at all.
Hmm.
Then, of course, we saw all the different setups by Kai and just kind of ran away with it. Just pretty unfortunate, just pretty unfortunate game there. Very well
Well,
played
I
by F9,
suppose
of
it.
course, though.
Yep. Yep. I suppose it does come back around to what you said about season 5 not dealing with the action compression that well, huh?
Yeah, that was one of the problems that we kept running into, as you saw, was we got the +1 speed out into the cancel, into the positioning that Kai wanted, and then Noah was just kind of like, well, I'm already not having a great time on defense anyways, this just makes it double hard because we're dealing with all these fast now. We're down a sweep, we don't have another sweep or any other, or these
Yeah.
focuses that we need to go ahead and get these, and then even if we play them, we're worried about that spike coming out, as we saw from Kai with that
Yeah.
dive wild swing there.
If you don't mind me saying something completely irrelevant, not not irrelevant, but
Mhm.
completely off topic.
Sure. What do you got?
Rolling back around to Nanase versus Arakune, that was actually closer than it looked.
Yeah, that Nanase versus
It ended,
Aracune match was really close as
yeah.
well.
Nanase was on the back foot, but that was always a comeback as well.
Yep. No, that was a very good match as well. Well, hopefully Adwins is able to go ahead and get a decent run through losers bracket, and hopefully we'll see more of them.
Ah,
F9, of
right.
course, going through the
If
winner's side. We'll go ahead and see them advance on to their next thing. We should see their match here next week sometime, if not in the next couple of days, depending how excited they are to get their next match started. All right. Do you have any final words here,
Alright.
Ter?
If I remember there was a losers bracket, I would have I would have wished the Adwins luck instead of just saying GG's.
It's all good. You have plenty of opportunities to do that on the Discord if you want. Alrighty. Well, with that, we are out of here. Thanks everyone for tuning in. Thank you for joining me, Ter, and you
Thanks
guys
to our
have a
players
great
for
rest of your
playing.
day.
Thanks for having me, Leo.
Alrighty. Have a good one, guys. And